I assume you might have figured this out, but between the weather, Verizon, I don't know what's going on, if it's just those two or a combination or whatever, but uploading videos is like almost impossible. So I'm trying, but if I miss some days here and there, now you know why. No, it's not January. It's April 1st. April Fools! Definite fun. Definite fun. Just came in from plowing, probably an hour and a half. Probably got 8 to 10 inches out of this storm so far. It's still blowing, still snowing, so more than likely I'll end up plowing at least once or twice more. It seems every time I come back, it snows and I end up having to plow. I suppose the simple solution would be, don't come back in the winter. Can't do that. But seriously, April Fools. This has got to be the best April Fools ever. Except for one thing. It's not like a joke. It's real. It's really snowing. It's really blowing. And it's really cold. Nature got us on this one. Plowed snow. This is the way it sort of works. Let's see. Left hand does the steering and shifting back and forth. Your right hand does the plow. So this is up, down, left, right. So see, it's pull it up, turn, and of course you put it the way you want it to go. So then you drop the plow, put it in gear, pick the plow up, back and forth, and you end up with fun piles like this. So if you've never done plowing, maybe you want to have it a try. Maybe we should have a test plowing school. You know, like they have racing school? We could have test plowing school. And then you get close to the edge, but not too close enough to have it flop back, but not so much that you go off. I used to plow snow for 12 years once. Yeah, part of that other life thing. Longest I ever plowed was a snowstorm that was 30 hours straight. God, I was tired. The problem with doing anything only here and there is you don't get used to it, and I don't forget how to do it, but it's more tiring than when you did it all the time. So, yeah, happy April Fool's Day. Well, today, snowstorm's over, roads are getting better, and I'm headed from Maine to Vermont, and let's see, hopefully it's all an easy ride. Hopefully this snow all melts off and is done, but it's really quite incredible this year, the amount of snow they've had and still have. Today's April 2nd, and you can see on the sides, it's like, looks more like the dead of winter. Well, I've been following, well, 2 cars, but it's the one in the lead. And I have to tell you, I've said it before, I haven't been blessed with a great amount of patience. So people who drive even under the speed limit, which is only 35, and so we're going 30, make me a little crazy in the head. It's like, at least go the speed limit. I would think it's going to be a big ski day today.
new snow.
Well, I don't know if that means there's snow up there ahead or what. I've seen enough snow for a while. Remember, well, a couple days ago or whatever, I was talking about automation and stuff. And I think what's going to end up happening is we're going to end up seeing that companies are going to end up paying a higher tax rate because, of course, there's going to have to be somebody somehow is going to have to decide on what a living, it's not wage, but amount of money will be. So everybody will get that amount of money, and those people who want to work or can work or that kind of thing will have that plus whatever else they make. And of course there'll be taxes on the extra money, but there won't be the taxation that exists now. A lot of it'll befall to the companies who have automated so much because there's no jobs for those people, so the money has to come from someplace. So that's just I don't know, that's a future thinking, and it's already, I mean, we've seen this already starting in different countries in Europe. So I don't think it's far-fetched, and with, 47% of the workforce deleted, so to speak, in 20 years, there's going to have to be some type of way that that's going to be dealt with. There are going to be too many people who have no way to make a living. They don't have the skills. There's not enough jobs. So what are we going to do? It's the only thing I can think of. Well, with this new snowfall yesterday, there's tons of people on the road. They've got skis on top of their cars, and there's also tons of people snowmobiling. And this is all a good thing because in the north part, they really need the snow because that's where their tourist economics, or a lot of it, comes from. So if it doesn't snow, they don't go snowmobiling, they don't go skiing as much, they don't come up and spend money for those things, as well as food and gas and all the others. So it's really, the economy up here needs snow. This is Bethlehem, New Hampshire, and it's got a lot of big old houses, and I kind of wonder, that New England has a lot of these little towns like this that have what appears to have been a relatively prosperous time. So in this case, it's in the middle of nowhere. Why would they have come here? Was it just a summer vacation spot to get out of the cities, that kind of thing? I don't know. Okay, that on the right there is the Moore Reservoir, and it's sort of the start of the Connecticut River. So you can't really see it because there's not a lot of contrast, but they drain it way down this time of year so that when the melt happens, this fills up and it doesn't overflow the river itself. They can let it out as they want. But imagine there must be billions and billions of gallons of water that they let out before, and it will fill up from the snow melt. Actually, that's not correct. The Connecticut River actually starts, I think, way up in New Hampshire, but this is a big holding spot for all that excess water. I stand corrected.